Good job.
If you're Swiss, it's a lot of
Like juice or
mountainous
water.
environment. Your culture kind of adapts to it, like how to live in mountainous areas as opposed to another culture, like Saudi Arabia, lives in desert conditions. So the tools and the technology that we use actually becomes part of the culture. And then we have the social structure, which is how a culture organizes its people. And then we have the ideology, which focuses on the beliefs and values that people's behavior. We talked about this funnel idea. So the cultural production process is a lot of ideas
Oh, Sean,
get
you're not
into
gonna have that.
this funnel-like process. And not all of them go to the next stages.
Oh,
But the
dang.
cultural
Hold on.
selection process
Got
is
this
Look
over
at
here.
this.
these possibilities, and then new ideas come
Oh!
those that fit well with
My
the
leg.
cultural needs or
Do you have Q-tip
desires.
cards?
So, culture
Mm-mm.
changes is what I'm saying.
Did Feather eat this meal?
When we talk
Nope.
about high and low culture, high culture
Right there in the
products
cabinet.
are
But Feather, should I feed you?
entertainment,
Because I don't know what you were just eating
culture,
right now.
or other elite
Feather.
sophisticated
Yeah, I don't know.
expressions. So these products are typically appreciated for their unique
Let's go.
emotional impact.
I'm
So
so
again,
sorry.
think of art, music, and
No, that's fine.
literature as part of the culture,
Oh,
high
shoot.
culture. And then we
Yeah,
have
I'm
low
not doing it.
culture, because they're mass-produced cultural products that are created to appeal to the average person. I mean, in that sense, popular TV
What's that?
shows,
Pasta?
art films, pop music, these are all examples actually of the mass
Don't let him get
culture
up
or
here.
low
Huh?
culture.
Why you always
And we
talking
have
about
the
shit?
craft products that actually are a mix
Yeah, I'm talking
between
to you. You stay on
beauty and practicality. And I have the
Anyway, my
example
Shein
of those, for
package is coming
example,
soon.
and we talk
It's
about
at Hudson's
mix, right?
Post Office. I might go down there and walk and go get it.
The culture,
Donald
different
Trump put
cultures have
tariffs on
different
shit.
mythological expressions
Brian, could you stop?
that become
You
part
did.
of
That's
the
just in
story.
China.
Because we all know you voted for him.
Myths are good because it
That's
kind
your
of
foot.
tells the
No,
culture
but
how to
just don't say
behave
anything
under
when we
different
record it.
circumstances.
Ma!
So it kind of teaches right
You
from
have me right
wrong
in the
when
camera.
these stories.
Should we like delete that?
Or you could just move. Talked about the
Chelsea.
Oh gosh, mommy's on camera.
What?
She's on camera. Is it about your plan?
Okay, what's the website thing you're doing?
The website.
For them to go order?
What do you mean? The link?
No, on last pop.
Brittany, I was like, Budge, look how Fither. And he was like, Crim's so fat. Look how hungry he is. Budge, can I have the kiss, please? Brian, I'll take your
beyond their limits, and it's all
For
about
sale.
Ah.
right? And then
That's how you advertise.
siren logo, which
Poppy, you know what you mean?
mythology is sort of like a negative.
So what's the...
But basically, what sirens are known for
There's right. Boy dinner.
sailors to their destiny, in a way, or to their doom.
Yeah, you can have some. The shirt's not on the website though.
What Starbucks
Not yet.
is saying is that,
Where you putting it up?
sirens
So,
represent
I'll probably put it
an
there.
allure that's hard to resist, drawing customers in with the promise of, indulgent experiences through their coffee shop. So they're, kind of,
Girl dinner.
similarity, right? The luring effect of good coffee, good environment that lures you into the store. So basically, it's sort of like the temptation in action. Any questions on this so far? or differentiate themselves immediately because these stories we already know unconsciously. When you tap into that unconscious with symbols or with narratives, then you're one step ahead. So it is actually a very important brand building tool to tap into these universal symbols, if you will. So if you were to actually, let me just ask this. If you were to come up with a new brand name or brand, and knowing what you know from what I just told you, what type of a mythological character you would want to build your brand around? Because stories are innate. Stories people already know without knowing them. Like what would make a good brand name? Borrowing from mythology. Or borrowing from stories that we know, or story characters.
So you're asking what would be like a good name?
Yeah. Or
Like for any brand?
or the product that you're gonna
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Zeus Fitness or something like that, since
Zeus Fitness.
Zeus was a god and he was powerful. I don't know.
Zeus. Oh,
Yeah.
Huh.
oh. Actually, wouldn't that be a good idea?
Y'all kept singing noon.
Zeus like fitness,
Y'all said noon.
Actually, that one would Let's ask the cost.
You could do Belle. Belle's the Belle from Beauty and Biz.
Jim. Zeus Gyms. My only concern is that sounds very male-oriented, though. Wouldn't it?
Gatsby.
In this day and
Great
age, I
Gatsby.
think
Gatsby would be a fresh design.
But if it is like
Is that already?
I don't think it is. I mean, Gatsby
it
is.
would
I
actually
think it might.
Like just out some so I can get in the closet.
Male only gyms. I heard
Hey y'all.
female only gyms. I think it was in the UK.
Happy Friday, y'all. We're getting ready for a family fun
So then
outing.
let's think about the
Everybody's getting ready.
women only gym name. What would that be? Athena?
And she's still getting her hair braided.
Right?
Oh.
No. That will work for both.
That's not bad actually. If you think about it. What do you think, class?
What the hell?
Who else is like more?
What was that?
I don't know what Athena symbolizes.
Stay over there, bud.
Okay, I think right.
Athena
I'm
is
coming.
his daughter.
I think she's a daughter.
She is.
I don't know all my characters.
Athena is his daughter.
But, okay.
I used to love
also
Athena.
think
What
you know how
the hell?
writing red hood kind of stories. What else can we borrow from our childhood stories that would make a good brand name? From kids' stories, for example. Because those are in our brains, we already know them without knowing them, without thinking about it. Jacob, can I ask you? Like, which hero or heroine would you pick from children's stories as a brand name?
What's the show's that girl show?
Not really
Tiana.
Yeah, Tina.
too sure what I would think. The first thing that came to mind was like Peter Pan. But I don't really know what you'd do for that.
But we have Peter Pan buses, don't we?
I know that.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. Huh. I guess I haven't seen this before.
I guess what they're suggesting is, we're flying you from one place to another
Yeah.
quickly. So, yeah, that would be bad. That's not bad. Where are my ladies? Nobody's
Don't
talking.
come to me.
Ashanti?
I'm not really sure. My family's here though. They're kind of like helping me chime in. My brother thought that would be cool to do like Gatsby, like the Great Gatsby. Yeah, my sister. Well, they both also said like Belle. I kind of just like was plain and simple and said like Cinderella. But I don't really know.
Gatsby is good, but what would it be good for? Gatsby, because it has that lifestyle kind of thing. Would that be like a cafe, or what would it be? Or a restaurant? I guess upscale restaurant.
I guess so, or maybe like I was thinking more of like maybe like a watch brand or like maybe like a kind of like cologne or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do like that. Perfume, Gatsby. That would be interesting. See, now you're thinking.
Yeah, I know she was. I told you, I really was like, wow.
Nice, Ashanti.
But anyways, let me
Because I would have disagreed with what she said. Restaurant. If you were saying watch or something, that's
that's important as part of the culture is actually the rituals. Rituals are sets of multiple symbolic behaviors that occur in a fixed sequence that tend to be repeated periodically.
no.
So when you think of the word ritual,
So then you gotta find it.
usually think of something formal, or something serious like the ritual of taking communion at church. But in reality, consumers have many ritualistic activities. So, for example, having a Sunday brunch, right?
I don't think it's on here. You can only play the games that's on here.
Or, doing tailgating.
I think that game has to be, I think that's a game card you have to have.
Rituals. And why do you think, for example, trips to Starbucks can actually be classified as a ritual? Why do you think I said that?
Maybe because you go there every single day.
Rituals basically mean
You do it all the
do
time.
one thing after another. So it's like a set of symbolic activities that mean something.
I can't.
We all have sort of like our morning rituals in a way, don't we? When we get up, we do certain things in a sequence.
Yeah, brush your teeth, right, wash your ass.
And if we're somewhere else, actually, we do it differently. So the environment matters.
That's like basic oil.
So why trips to Starbucks is a ritual?
Because they know there's rain and they constantly.
Yeah, they put in there every day.
Every day on
Good job. I'm glad you found it.
And then they say, oh, I didn't have my morning coffee. Therefore, the sequence of other events are not going to happen properly. So if one thing doesn't happen, the sequence doesn't happen properly. That's what a ritual does. So it gives structure to random behaviors in a way.
Yes, I could have had like one.
So all I'm saying is rituals are not just formal and serious.
I think you spread it out pretty well.
What we have.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So some common rituals that
In the
we
back?
all have.
No, but I spread it out.
Yeah, but who cares about the back? Like, those are just extra pictures.
So when you get ready for work or
Those are
school
just the
each day,
fillers.
you likely have things you always do as part of getting ready. Yes? Yeah. And same thing with gift giving. There are gift giving rituals. So for instance, you might always give a certain type of gift
Where's
or
Boyd?
gift card.
What about the beads and stuff when you are done? we're done.
Well, I don't know. Buying, for example, flowers when you go to a friend's house, or buying, I don't know, cookies when you go to a friend's house. Don't you have those kind of rituals yet?
Yep. Bringing a nice
And
dish.
normally, I mean, maybe it comes with age, but after a while,
What,
you start
Brittany?
getting the same type of cookies, the same type of, gifts, if you will. So, for example,
I
during
just
the
told you you
holidays,
cannot play it unless it's
sure,
on the.
families typically have a set of rituals for who will start the meal, who will cater the meal, who's gonna do what. So holidays are definitely they can be seen as
Ooh, I
rituals
wish I did a
because
project,
they
a
involve
presentation on holiday
set of
rituals.
traditional
No.
actions. Now, you must, or your family
You're not
must have
downloading
holiday
nothing.
rituals,
Going to church
right?
on Easter.
Yes, no? There's no way they don't. Let me put it that way. It's just maybe you're not aware of it.
It's almost like going to church every Easter.
Right?
Yeah, Bumbleclot.
Well, that is a ritual, for sure. But, I mean, think of Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving is a holiday. Don't your families have rituals?
Because I can't stand this teacher. Like, what did I tell you? I'm literally like, watch her call me. And what do you know? Ashan. Like, I didn't know she was.
Or Christmas, for that matter.
Honey, what is going on? What is Bud saying?
Very difficult when you don't answer. I'm talking to myself. It's difficult.
I don't really think that me and my family have a holiday ritual, but I guess normally we would go either to my aunt's house sometimes every Thanksgiving, and we celebrate it there, if not. So it's not a ritual in a sense, because we don't do it every year, but sometimes.
But even when
Did something fall?
Yeah.
When you go to your aunts, there must be some things that are done every year, right? Somebody
What was it?
Yes,
The house?
the vase thing fell.
something. There's gotta be
Her blue vase and it broke.
repeated behaviors
And I
or
got the
expected
other stuff.
behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you, for instance, decorate Christmas trees?
Just me. I'm home for the decorations.
Okay, well, I'm
Be
asking
careful.
Hey, y'all.
Get Bud.
class.
Brittany, get Bud.
Out, Papa, out.
The reason I'm
There's all
saying
glass
that
by
is
the door.
because they used to do Christmas
They gotta pick
tree
some stuff up, Papa.
that kind of represents, joy of the season.
No, it's
While
glass
it
in there,
kind of
baby.
stimulates the act of giving gifts, and it symbolizes sort of love and generosity.
Is that
There's
like an
no way
undershirt
you don't
or
do it.
underdress
It's like
or skirt?
a jacket.
To
It's
put
just
over.
the
put over.
rituals.
That's
Or
pretty.
Thanksgiving rituals
Those are pretty spring colors too.
include artifacts, right?
Nobody
There's the artifact of turkey or the pumpkin pie or the harvest decorations, all that. I mean, the whole store's looks change, right? So that is part of the culture. Like Thanksgiving doesn't exist in other cultures, and therefore, those gifts or those decorations.
They're putting my stuff back and you can play.
Happen in every culture. Like for instance, China has their New Year. I don't know when it's in March or something.
Huh?
Their New Year
Okay,
is
I will. Okay?
It's time to get ready, buddy.
We gotta get ready though to go out. Here's another dress too. I don't know if somebody wanna wear this.
those almost
Let me see. Yeah,
You can wear this.
include
Then there's this.
artifacts, which become part of the culture.
No,
culture.
it's a shirt.
Let me see that.
That is so
And
cute.
then we have the rites of passage.
It looks so pretty.
Important now. Soon enough, you're gonna go through that. For example, one of them is graduation ritual. ritual, right?
Oh, that literally just gave me the chills. I'm sorry.
Which means they mark important transitions or stages in a person's life, right?
I'm sorry,
When you
we're
think
not
of
seeing
other
all her stuff, right?
rites of
Then
passage,
like
rituals,
stuff fell off the dresser. I was scared.
what are some
No worries,
events
sweetie.
that mark people's transition
She knows
from
how
one
much you love
stage to
everything that you
another?
gave her.
I gave the
That she
example of
gave you.
graduation.
She
Maybe
knows,
it's her way of
Because
saying
you're
she's
not a
playing with you
student
too.
anymore,
yeah.
right?
She knows how
Graduation,
much you
you
love
go
all
through
of her
that
stuff
ritual,
and how much you
and
take
then
care of
you
it on the
realize
daily.
you enter as one, you come out as another person, literally, from morning to evening. And what does it symbolize? It symbolizes that you're not a student anymore. Now you're part of the working
Yeah.
class.
I'm coming, Brian. I just was waiting for y'all.
So what other rites of passage?
So I don't have another one, but I think so in Africa,
My hair
I don't know if it's South
is done. It's very full.
where people are really big on like college degrees and stuff. So when you
It's the thing about getting these
graduate, you get a
hair extensions.
associate's
With
or a
this braiding hair,
bachelor's.
it gets up all over the place, y'all. All over the place. But
I noticed
come on.
patterns. I was like, because in the US, nobody cares when you graduate college. You just graduated, congrats. You get a big party, your family graduation. But just in general, like,
No, sorry, bro.
you expect to be treated.
Well, that looks really nice. Very nice.
Right. So let's say you get a bachelor's. You expect to be called a bachelor. Let's say, something that way. If you get an associate's, you expect to be called an associate. Like, it's weird. Like, before your name, you always
Yeah, I'm about to get dressed.
associated, Walter Suarez, bachelor, and it's weird. But it's kind of a ritual, I guess.
Well, we're gonna just take a Uber, get the somebody get the cake and back.
Or the lip.
Or the left, yeah, we can do that.
Graduation parties, so that's still when you graduate from high school, it is important. When you graduate from college, it's important. Masters, I don't know. I don't know anyone who gets masters. But another big one, isn't it the Sweet 16? In Latin American cultures,
You mean
Quinceañera.
I'm on class.
yes, that's the one.
Isn't she?
I'm on class. It's
She
really-
sounds Spanish, right?
She don't know how to say quinceañera?
I'm pretty sure she is Hispanic.
quinceañera?
Okay, yes.
That's a sweet
So
15.
that's a big one now. That's totally a rite of passage ritual. And then what other phases that we go through?
For the promotion, you mean?
Promotion. Well, anytime you throw a party, I guess it is sort of celebration, but not rites of passage. Okay, let me actually explain the slide and you can understand it a little better. So there are typically 3 stages in the rite of passage. First is separation. Basically, the individual is separated from their previous social identity or group. That's why I say, you're not a student anymore. So you separate from being a student. This can be physical or symbolic. The college environment.
Is y'all still in school?
You're not
Did y'all graduate?
kid anymore.
Let us know your accolades. Comment down below.
And
Hey.
there's the transition. Transition is finality. So during this phase, the person undergoes a period of change or transformation, like the in-between stage, where they're not yet part of the new stage, but they're no longer part of the old stage. So it's like being in limbo. This is the time of learning or adapting to their new role or identity. And then there's the aggregation, which is now the person is reintegrated into the society with sense, Walter's example is in a way a better example of graduation. When you graduate, you're not a student anymore, and now your accredited role comes with the bachelor Walter Suarez.
Love it.
Right? But what other rites of passages we have? There's big ones.
It's very difficult trying to prop you guys up here.
When do you change state?
There we go.
What ceremonies do you go through, kind of to become the next level? Marriage. Absolutely. Isn't that one of the biggest rites of passage? That's why weddings is, a big deal in every culture. And some of them last 30 days, some of them are 30 hours, some of them a week, some of them a day, but they all are rites of passage that you go into.
Hey, what y'all plans for today? We about to go out to eat. So excited.
You enter it, you're separated from the world literally. So there are multiple rites.
I got myself a full head of hair.
Why is it important for consumer behavior? Because we have a whole cultural system built around these rites of passages. I'm sure, a wedding in Ecuador is different than a
Class
wedding
is killing
in
me
the US,
today.
a
I'm
wedding
just ready
in
to
Japan,
get dressed
wedding
and enjoy
in France,
our
wedding
day
in,
out to eat.
I don't know.
But of course, I had an 8:30 class.
Wedding in India, China, they're all very, very different. And because they require certain props, I'm going to call them props, or artifacts, or stuff that mark that day, has to be available, right? There is a whole sector of wedding materials, from cakes to dresses to, bridesmaids stuff to.
I'm wondering what kind of hairstyle I'm going to do today.
Yeah, these
Tablecloths and they're all very different.
They wanted to dress it.
So let's now talk a little bit
Think
about
those are on there if you left them there?
profane
His house?
consumption. We can differentiate between the sacred and profane when considering our cultural consumption patterns.
But it
Sacred
is.
consumption occurs when we set apart objects and events from normal activities and treat them with respect and awe. Note that sacred in this case does not mean religious. Sacred is, a wedding day dress becomes a sacred material, for example. Profane consumption describes objects and events that are ordinary.
Stretch daily, y'all, because
they're not special like the sacred objects.
my back be
For
killing me.
example, you have the wedding dress as
Especially after sitting through getting all this hair done.
Item, but dress for
A
work,
pain in the back.
your suit is profane. So it's not the price, it's not what it functions as, but what it means basically. So, which brings us to an important concept of sacralization. Anything can become sacred. For example, we have Troy Aikman's shoes sold for nearly $2,000 because fans had turned the shoes from the profane, which is regular, to sacred.
You said turn it off. It's on?
Yeah. You dumped it? No, I just put some jewelry in there.
Inside the vase?
No, in here.
You gonna take it out or is it, you already took it?
It's dry. You got it.
Let's put it on that end of that right there.
the bags with like the tissue on them. You gotta pass that one.
Okay, they're on the table right now.
Lay on top of it.
The glass? No, it's glass right here.
What, you dumping it in the hand?
I was just gonna dump the trash. I can see. I don't see it.
Wash your hands.
So it's how you decorated them 20 years ago. Now they became sacred to the family, but they in reality mean nothing. But they can be junk. But to that family,
You can have more trash bags.
anything
They're right there.
that can be collected
What's that heat on it?
So collecting in that sense involves a rational and an emotional component. Research actually has shown that collectors can gratify materials in a socially acceptable way.
That's what she said.
Knick-knack. Ryan's car.
Take a lesson card.
Can we be friends?
Oh, this thing's
He has friends that collect cars. Let me get his friend.
Tell me your brother collects cards.
My brother likes to collect Pokemon cards.
Nah, I guess Pokemon's really hot. I can never do it. There's too much shit going
Bro,
on.
give me a hand, man.
Come on, Dad.
Sean,
It's my day off, Dad.
Sean, give me a hand.
Hey, holding that dress up.
Oh,
You got your other son right there, Dad. On King of the Hill, the Asian dude wanted a son the whole time, so he named his daughter Khan Jr. Oh, there's water on the floor outside. That means I need stuff in my food.
That are considered special, symbolic, or emotionally powerful to people. So again,
Where's the other bubble ugly cross on?
reference or nostalgia. Some examples of those can be, the Mecca or the Vatican, but then at the same time, a place like Disney World or Elvis Presley's home, Graceland, can be a sacred place to some people. And even a childhood home can actually be a sacred place. So, does anyone have any examples? Say, oh yeah, for my aunt or for my friend, this is a sacred place. Any examples?
steps.
where they held everything. So every so often, my mom and dad stay down there.
Charlotte asked why was I calling.
To see what time is she coming out here?
Just say that, money. Why y'all make a big deal about things?
Exactly. That's what I said. I said, why do you think I'm calling?
You know what? Just don't call her. Just don't. Don't even invite. Don't do nothing. Don't do. Cause see, that's what we gotta stop doing. You know?
Your belly's right down the street.
Yeah.
I can wash it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm saying she don't come.
In the living room.
That's why I didn't want to call her. I told her, Shanti, I ain't talked
Yeah,
to her all
Shanti,
week.
don't tell her to call her. But she's been doing that. I just called her. She didn't even.
Is somebody gonna call a Shiloh?
No, I'm getting. Wait a minute. When I tried to call, she did the same thing. She was like ignoring the call and everything else. Nobody done. Don't do that. Let her do what she wants. She don't want to be bothered. Then let her do that. I'm not doing this.
Then we have sacred people. So these are people who are
She's just a girl. She's on fire.
having symbolic importance. So for example,
Fantasy.
figures like Buddha or Pope, or it can be celebrities like, Beyonce or, Oprah or whoever, or it can be historical.
We have reservations at 12:30.
Martin Luther King Jr. So why is it important in marketing for consumer behavior?
It should be right on the bed. Look on the bed. Do you see it on the bed?
Regular products into sacred products, right? And then we have souvenirs or sacred objects. So these items are seen as meaningful or cherished.
Don't call no more. Just go out like we was doing.
So they can be.
Y'all start doing. Move around people. That's what they want you to do. Then do that.
Postcards.
She's grown. She ain't no baby.
Those can actually become sacred.
She got to let her answer the granddad while she's playing games about his stuff that we've been playing.
Tapping into collectible items to increase their emotional and symbolic
Bet you we get a vehicle, she won't be doing that too. That's when we get our car on the road. She doing that because she know we gotta depend on her. You don't depend on people. You show them that you can move around them. Then they switch up their attitude.
Hallmark has, for example, ornaments, Christmas ornaments.
Yes, buddy.
Leaving her ass in the dirt.
I don't know. Remember we had it plugged in this morning? So it should be there in the kitchen. I mean, in Grandma's room.
Okay, but people buy as regular ornaments, but then they become sacred objects.
Oh gosh.
Would you agree with that?
You don't have to.
Makes sense, for example, what Hallmark does.
It's okay, girl.
Turning regular objects into sacred objects.
Where's God?
Yeah.
Before you moved on to, like right before you
When you get finished with your toys, put them back in the
I have I collect my birthday cards. Like I have all my cards and stuff. Cards from like insertions, like people say bye. Like I just
That's
keep
so
all
stupid.
their cards. Well, like yeah,
Annoying.
they should
Do you know where's the sun?
You know what you said.
Yes, it's next door in Brian's room. Go get the charger. You know what the charger looks like.
First she did, but yeah, the internships and jobs.
But she didn't say like her part of the family. She said from interested in jobs.
Oh.
That's weird. You know how many times I got a freaking birthday card from my job? You know how weird that was to hear from everyone?
I'm not there long enough to get a birthday card from a job.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? You look nice.
I need lip gloss.
But I do
You need
keep all
what?
like my training and
What you need?
and shit like that.
You said you need lip gloss. Brian, can you get the charger, please? You know what? How about you just get ready to go? We're getting ready to go. Like you're walking around talking about a charger, you're not even ready. We gotta all get ready to go.
Yeah, you gotta wash your face and stuff.
Exactly.
You got old milk crusted on your face right now.
Crusty, dusty.
There's some in my purse, but I don't know anything else.
Yeah, Brittany, next time just make reservations like 2 o'clock, because there ain't no way we could be, these folks ain't gonna be ready barely 12.
I was supposed to call her dad.
Yeah, try to call him back and see if we can push it to like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I think we should. 2 o'clock is an hour and a half from the what she said, or 2 hours. Why
No, because I'm just saying we'll be sitting around for like an hour or so. Well, because granddad's here.
No, because they're not here yet. They gotta get here. If she says to 12:30 to 2 o'clock, that's only an hour and a half to what they gonna time they get here. You could just tell Granddad when Brittany calls, change it. We switched it because we're running a little late. We pushed the reservation to 1:30 or 2.
Gives Granddad a little time to
Time to get ready, exactly. We talked to him, he just had got up and stuff.
Well, they don't open till 11.
What are some typical souvenir products? Well, there are local products, like for instance, there are authentic goods made in more unique.
If anything, call Pops first. See what Christian is back. If you want to make sure you're out.
They already told me for Junior he's picking them up at 11. Or meeting
I
at
mean,
11
you
and
can
coming
still sit around and talk for a little while.
Or he could just sit at his house and chill for a little while before they head out. I'm just saying that it's gonna be, we're crunching it right now, and people are still sitting around not even dressed.
Yeah.
Postcards, more good photos.
I wanted to know if I could push it back to like 1:30.
Calendars. So these items freeze a moment in time and allow people to recall the sights and emotions from that trip. So it's kind of like and sometimes it's just a piece of road. Now I do that. So they're natural elements taken
Where's the broom?
from a location.
Things in your room
So it's
when we're
literally a
speaking.
physical piece of place. Always kind of
We haven't even went got the cake yet either, just so you know. We still gotta get that cake.
or a small rock from Grand Canyon.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, I made a reservation for 15 yesterday, and I had said I was gonna call back to see if like it would be the 12:30 to 1. But yeah, can I make it for 1:30?
Physical link to the destination, often, kind of triggering some sensory memories. And then we have the literal representations, like
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
famous landmarks, like Eiffel Tower.
She said no problem, no problem, no problem.
Okay, call Granddad.
Or Statue of Liberty, keychains, or ceramic big bands.
No problem,
Those are
no problem.
literal representations.
I'll do that.
And then we have markers as in logos,
You speak
slogans,
English?
imagery from
Do you speak
destinations.
Spanish?
How tourists go to New York and they all have to find
Pops, listen. Bernie gotta tell you something.
Why did you say that? Oh, hey, Granddad. So we were just saying that we just pushed the reservation back to 1:30 because we're running a little late. You know, black people problem.
Brenda, you're the only black person that's always on time.
You really are good.
Besides me.
Why are you always hanging up the phone?
Don't do that, bud. You're talking to Granddad.
Yeah, Papa hung up on you, Granddad. I'm sorry.
You need a gas.
Ooh, he said he's gonna spank your little butt.
Can I
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Alright. Ha. You have a problem.
People should just also start getting ready now instead of like waiting till they come out here and stuff.
I'm not waiting until they come out here. I got my stuff. That's why I just knocked everything down 2 hours and a half before they came to get my stuff. You gotta still get in the shower. You're not.
Come on, Charlotte's in the way.
Yeah, but I already know I'm gonna take 5 minutes. Everybody else isn't.
I don't take forever. The people who take forever should be the ones
I
who
mean, we
get
shouldn't
ready.
have to always like need other people to reschedule time because
Everything's fine.
people should be able to
I know,
make
like,
it
what
on
do you
time.
The man who's
those
dated
people
about
to reschedule. We never ever reschedule anything. We always
We
just
don't even
go.
schedule anything,
The
first
man-
of all.
No,
man
we
who's-
do. We usually reserve when we get there. We're not. We don't reserve something before 12 o'clock. We never do that.
Everybody's in here.
Man who's
Take the
dated
bathroom,
about what he
please.
said. Oh, that's fine. We can chill around
Exactly,
until everybody's
Shanti.
ready.
That's what I have.
I mean, we did say we're running late. You think he's gonna be like, well, why y'all running late?
No,
So how would he say that?
you gotta go with.
Has he ever been running late? It happens in life.
Yeah, you gotta go with what's the day is about.
Yeah.
Buddy says it's fine, so don't make a
We don't
problem.
have to make everything again.
Look at Brooks' stuff. I like Brooks'
All
stuff.
we do is postponing it an hour and a half. We didn't say 4, we didn't say 6 this season. We said an hour and a half. If we can work it out. Or would you rather us go there half-
Look, Brooke got her little kid. You see Brooke's little kid?
Yeah, most of us take like a couple seconds to get ready too. I think you'd be ready in 3 minutes.
This is my boy right here.
If somebody don't like us being late, they don't have to be bothered with it. It's that simple. And that's like we're not always. Actually, we're very precise.
We were actually talking about that restaurant. It's kind of hard to get 15 people to commit and be on time too. Like when people make reservations at like 12 or plus, they always say expect them to be late or like a couple people missing.
Oh, hell, you with your blizz, nigga.
The blizz. This is just the front of them. Little green stuff, maybe.
All good. Excellent. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.